Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Hump Day. It's Wednesday, January 29th. Hope you guys have a great morning so far. We do got a couple items here on the calendar, so we'll just jump right into it. We'll first look at the pending home sales for the month of December. So in November, we had a 1.2% month-over-month increase for pending home sales. However, in December, it took a nosedive, down 4.9%. And that's primarily not due to demand, because there's a lot of demand out there, and there still is. Our problem is what we're facing is that there's just not enough inventory out there. So it's a supply-demand issue where we have plenty of demand, but we just don't have the supplies to meet those demands. And that's kind of why sometimes the pending home sales don't look as well, or some of these sales in real estate don't look as well. It's not due to the demand right now. If you have to look in between the numbers, it's really due to the inventory levels. We have such low inventory levels right now. Later today, about 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, the Fed will give their announcement over the meeting. It's not expected to have any rate changes, anything on there, but it's always interesting to take a look at the dot plot to see what the Fed members think where Fed funds might be later on. For the most part, they've kind of mentioned that they'll leave it alone this year, but we could take a look at like next year and forecast beyond this year. We could also take a look, see what their thoughts are on the economy and everything else that's going on. One thing that will be of interest that people will probably be paying attention to is their balance sheet. They want to probably pay attention what they're going to be doing with the balance sheet. So that would be something of great interest and could have a pretty volatile, if depending on how the market reacts to it. But that could create some volatility later on as well. Let's try and move ahead here to the headline news. We got stocks are up again this morning. We are basically it's mostly focused towards the Q4 corporate earnings. We've had a couple that did pretty well, like Apple and a few bellwether ones. We got quite a bit of S&P 500 companies releasing today. Boeing, which I don't think really should be expected, but they had a pretty big loss due to the 737 MAX airplanes that have been extended with their down with the production and everything. So those are so right now that's taken center stage. Besides, coronavirus has been in the news quite a bit. That's still in people's thoughts, but right now they're kind of looking more at corporate earnings today. Bond market's up too. We did close down a little bit, about 2 or 3 basis points, but right now we're up about 8 basis points. We're in this kind of mid-range where we're kind of the same level here. So we're getting kind of a unchanged level here, where it's kind of basically moving, bonds are kind of moving in a sideways pattern where there's really no movement, so therefore there's really no change in our pricing in terms of the mortgage rate. So pricing really is about the same as what we've had all week so far. All right, and yields are kind of down a little bit again today. They close off their highs, as you can see. They're down about 2 or 3 basis points, so we're hitting right around 1.62 range. That's what we're kind of looking at. And as you can see, we got a bit of a more room. We can always move further down, which will help out bonds if come in there. But right now, this looks like it could be setting a precedence where maybe a Fibonacci level might be forming here. All right, so that's pretty much a wrap. Rates are about remain unchanged. If you guys are located in California, love to hear from you guys. If you guys are looking to buy or refinance, we do provide loans for everybody. We have quite a few different loan programs we can work with, and depending on your scenario, we might be able to put you in the best loan and help you create a plan for that scenario as well. Best way to reach me is just direct message me or email me. You can find that in the red in there on this form here. Email, I do respond probably the quickest, so just go ahead and send an email. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.